was I wouldn't take up very much time. There were others in the family who would take far too long. So I won't mention those names, but they are among us, believe me. In 1907, my grandfather, Thomas Alma Moulton, and his brother John, down the row here, came, picked out their property, and then began the process of signing the paperwork for their homesteads. And each summer then they would come back and they would prove up on the property until the summer of 1912, when my grandfather Alma and his new wife Lucille and their very young baby boy Clark moved here permanently into a log cabin with a dirt roof, sat right over here. They came with 2 draft horses, a saddle horse, and a cow and a calf. That was all they had to start their life together. Well, we all know what winter here is in Jackson. So after they had survived that first winter, they realized that the horses and the livestock was just as important to this homestead as they were, and they needed a shelter. So they began to build this square that you see just right in front of you. Little did they know what would happen over the years. I've spent a lot of time talking to photographers and people who are interested in the barn over the last years. Many of them ask me, why did they build it with that angle on the roof? Why did they face it the way they did, just perfectly with the Tetons? You know what? They didn't look at that. They didn't care. They had animals that needed sheltered, and they did what they could to do that with the money they had. When they had more need, they had more money, they built on, but had no idea what it would become in this time period. Now, obviously, since I left and my family left in 1961, it's weathered, 100 years worth of weathering, and we've done some work over those years, but it was in need of more work, and so we decided it's 100 years old, we ought to do something. And I want to thank Harrison and all of the volunteers that have been here this week. They've done a wonderful job. My brother David has spent the week with him and his son Reed, and they have told me some great stories of what they've done and how they've given us some time.